everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing another peekaboo t-shirt, but I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to change it up a bit. Alright, I'm going to be using my usual paper, which is this stuff here, okay. This is from Ink Express Limited. Alright, it's really nice stuff, I do like this. I've got my design from Creative Fabrica. And as you know, I highly recommend Creative Fabrica. So if you go down below in the description, you will find a discount link there, which entitles you to 30% off every single month. So it works out approximately about £14 a month or $19 a month, something around about there. Alright, now I'm going to print off my design, which I've got already on my laptop from Creative Fabrica. And I'm going to go and print it off now. I'm using the 2710. It's an Epson Eco Tank, which has been modified with sublimation ink. Alright, now I'm going to go and press print on my computer. And there we go. So we'll wait for that to print out. And here she comes. So I'm going to be using this cutting mat here, which will be put inside the shirt, and then we're going to cut our one layer of shirt, rather than sometimes if you use cardboard you can end up cutting right the way through and it goes through to the back. Not that it matters too much. I'm going to be trying something a bit different this time. As opposed to using heat and bond, I'm going to try and sew it in. We'll see how it looks, but I'm going to be using a Gildan, a ring spun cotton shirt. It's 100% cotton. Alright, and I'm going to be using this design here, a voodoo doll, and I'm going to be using these two designs here. Alright, I shall cut these out and they will be applied to some 100% polyester. So I'm going to get some of that now. Where have I put it? Where have I put my polyester? Oh, I don't know. Hang on a minute, let me press pause. Okay, so I've got some of my polyester here. So I'm going to cut some of this out. I'm going to cut a piece just slightly bigger than this here. This piece is going to go in the centre of the shirt. So I'm just going to lay that down on there. And I'm going to get my rotary cutter. Okay. So I'm going to use my rotary cutter, and I'm going to cut slightly bigger than my A4 sheet of paper. Okay. Okay, so once that design's on there, there's plenty of room there for us to sew it in. Okay, there, that'll do. Right, so we've got that piece, and then we're going to get another piece to apply these two here. What I might do is I'm going to cut these out first, because I want to make sure I've got enough cotton, not cotton, polyester around the design. Okay, so doesn't matter how you cut it out, it's not going to make any difference. Okay, over there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two different pieces of polyester. Okay, one bit. And then we're going to cut another piece. Okay, that's my heat press. My heat press seems to never go much over 352. Actually, it's going up now to 353. 354. Oh. Makes a change. Usually when I try and program it to go up, it won't go up. So okay, so we have our designs here. Now I'm going to sub this onto this piece and sub it onto this piece as well. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some A4 sheets of paper to protect my heat press. I have actually gone and bought some greaseproof, but I'm just going to use this for the time being. I'm going to pop those down on there like that. And I'm going to get my fabric, lay that over. You can see that. like so. Okay. So I'm going to lay my fabric onto the A4 sheets of paper, and then what I'm going to do is just get another A4 sheet of paper and lay that on the top, just to protect my heat press. Okay. Hopefully it won't catch fire. Right, now I'm going to pop that down like so and set the timers on 60 seconds. At 358 at the moment, so it's dropped again now, 357. But what I will do is I will probably go over by about anything between 5 and 10 seconds, so it could be 65 to 70 seconds, alright? And then we'll see how well that turns out. I'm going to pop some of this, I'm going to pop my other design, get that ready. You can use heat-proof tape, but I haven't got any, and I've never so far had any ghosting, so hopefully, all being well, this will be fine. I'll leave it another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and now I'm going to be careful because my heat press is dropped, it's a swing away. I've got to be careful when I move this away because I don't want to move the design. That's the only problem I'll get with ghosting. Now, here we have it. Okay, I'm going to take that top piece of paper off for a minute. It has gone through slightly on there. So, there we go. We have one. Lovely. That's turned out pretty cool. And then we have the other. And there we go. Another one. Okay, these are watercolour designs off of Creative Fabrica. Okay, it comes in a pack of set. Alright, now then, I'm not going to use that paper again because it's starting to look very crispy. And I'm going to use another sheet of paper, pop that in. I'm going to lay my fabric down on top of that, lay my design on top of that. And then I'm going to lay another sheet of A4 paper over the top. And then I'm going to pull this across and pop it down and set it for 60 seconds. Okay, so now we've just done that one for 70 seconds as well. And I'm just going to do this carefully. Wow, look at that. Oh, I love that. That looks absolutely lovely. Look at that look. Look at the colour on that. This polyester is brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. It's not too thick. It's not too thin either. It's quite a thick polyester, so yeah, I love that. Right, so we have our designs now all done, ready. So I'm going to just leave my heat press for a minute there. Okay. Okay, giving our t-shirt a quick press. Now then, what I want to do is arrange these how I'd like them to go. Now I'm thinking I want that one in the centre there. I would like, bring it down just a little bit, and then I would like a cobweb up there somewhere. There's a heart-shaped cobweb, so we're going to have that like that. And then the skull and crossbones possibly up there, or maybe up there actually, that might look alright, up the top there. So, well, we could try that there, that sort of design. Now, I'm going to have to think carefully about how I'm going to do this, because I do want to do it slightly different. So I'm going to take these out, I'm going to turn it inside out, because then I'm all ready to cut where I want to cut. And Okay, I'm going to get my cutting mat. I'm going to pop that in there. Okay. And then we're going to lie this down on top just to make sure I'm in the right place. Okay. Now I'm going to get a little bit of a chalk marker. I'm going to pop a little mark there and there. And there. Right, so I'm going to stay within that boundary at the moment. I'm going to get my rotary blade, okay, and I'm going to cut along. I'm going to use my my ruler, so I'm going to try and get it as like straight a lines as possible. So I want to stay within. The right. We've got. Let's have a look. Got to stay within 7.5. So. Done that bit there. Now I want to put the skull up here. Okay, so I want it about like this. It can go that way around. So what I want to do is mark again. Okay, so then I'm going to cut within these boundaries here. What I might do this time, instead of using my rotary cutter, I'm going to use my scissors. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut holes. Okay, I'm not going to cut lines. Okay, so I'm just going to pinch it and cut it. Okay, so I've got a few holes in there. Just do that as well. Okay. Now I'm going to put my cobweb down in this other corner. So I'm going to bring my mat down again. Pop that there. In this corner here. Down the bottom. And I want it about there. Like so. So I'm going to cut it, I'm going to cut between like that. Right, this time I'm just going to cut what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a thing down the middle. I'm going to cut a hole in the middle, then I'm going to cut just like stars out, like triangles, so to speak. Okay, so essentially it should peel back. There. That'll do. Okay, so we've got a nice hole there. Well, guess what? I've chickened out of sewing it. I think it's gonna be too much of a rigmarole to do. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut some heat and bond to the same length as my sheets here. Okay, I'm going to adhere it to the design. So Okay, so I've cut some heat and bond, and this is how I'm going to do it. Alright, you can do it thinner if you want, but I want to make sure that it's stuck on quite well. So that's how I've done it. Now I'm just going to bring my heat press around. I can't wait to get rid of this heat press and get either a clam one or a drawer. There we go. So we have our heat and bond on there. Okay, so I've got my t-shirt ready on my heat press. It should have adhered. And there we go. So we have our, you can pull these out to make it work better. You could actually press that. Let's press it. Whilst it's out a minute. Press a minute, and then that will make those edges fray out. Won't need long. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so we've got that coming out there. There we go, we have her there, and we have the skull at the top here. Now we could let that show a bit more by cutting another bit there maybe. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. So a skull in there, and then we have our voodoo doll in here. I think that looks pretty effective. Quite like that. And like I say, with this here, you can just peel it back. I mean, this is not going to last a great deal of time with all these cuts and everything in it, but you know, there we go. Pretty cool. Yes, I do like that. I am really pleased how that turned out. I think that looked pretty good. So with a little bit of added detail, yeah, that's great. I love it. There we go. So there we have it. There is our t-shirt design, not that one, that was one I did the other day. Here we go. There she is. I quite like that. I like this up here and I like that down there. I think it looks great. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. That would be great if you could join my channel, and I'll be back with more content. So that's about the fourth thing I've done today. I'm gonna go and edit some videos and I will put them up soon. So if you're watching this now, I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you again soon. Bye bye for now.